The smallest boy who saved the biggest village in a wide green valley surrounded by gentle hills lived a village called Barak. It was known far and wide for its golden wheat fields, clear streams, and kind-hearted people. Travelers often said that even the wind felt softer there. But among all the tall farmers, strong shepherds, and wise elders, there lived a boy so small that many people barely noticed him at all. His name was Ion. Ion was the smallest boy in the village, not just in height, but in voice too. He spoke softly, walked carefully, and often stood at the edge of crowds, watching rather than speaking. The other children ran faster, shouted louder, and laughed harder. Some of them teased him kindly, others ignored him completely. "You're too small for village work," the boys would say when they went to help in the fields. "You'll slow us down." They laughed when they planned games. Ion never argued. He simply smiled and returned home, where his grandmother waited for him with warm bread and warmer words. "Allah does not look at size, my child," she often told him, gently brushing his hair. "He looks at the heart." Every morning, before the village awoke, Ion would rise quietly, make wudu with the cold water from the clay pot, and pray to Rakas. He would make a small dua that no one else heard. "Oh Allah, let me be useful." One year, the rains stopped coming. At first, no one worried. "They'll come next week," the elder said. But weeks passed, and the sky remained hard and blue. The river shrank. The wheat turned pale. Animals grew thin. The village that had once fed others now struggled to feed itself. Meetings were held in the center of the village. Strong men argued loudly. Wise elders disagreed. Some wanted to dig deeper wells. Others wanted to send people away to nearby towns. Voices rose, plans failed, and fear slowly settled into every home. Ion sat quietly at the edge of these gatherings, listening. One evening, while walking near the hills, Ion noticed something strange. A thin line of green grass grew along a narrow crack in the earth, leading toward the rocky slope. Curious, he followed it. Behind a cluster of stones, he heard something soft and steady. Water. Ion's heart raced. He moved the stones aside with his small hands and found a hidden spring, trickling gently from the rocks. It was not strong, not wide, but it was real. Most children would have run back shouting. Ion didn't. He remembered his grandmother's words. He knelt, thanked Allah, and carefully studied the flow. He noticed how the water disappeared into the ground before reaching the village. That night, Ion couldn't sleep. He thought, prayed, and thought again. The next morning, he went to the village elders. At first, they barely noticed him standing there. "Yes, child," one elder said gently. "There is a spring in the hills," Ion said softly. "It is small, but if guided, it can reach the fields." Some men smiled politely. Others exchanged doubtful looks. "A spring too small to save a village," one man said. "He's just a child," said another. Ion lowered his gaze, but did not leave. "Please," he said quietly. "Just come and see." Perhaps it was the sincerity in his voice, or perhaps Allah softened their hearts, but a few elders agreed to follow him. When they reached the hidden spring, silence fell. The water was clear, cold, alive. "It's small," one elder said, "but it flows, even in drought." Ion pointed to the land. "If shallow channels are dug slowly, carefully, the water can spread. Not all at once, little by little." The men looked at each other. It was a simple idea. Too simple, but they had tried everything else. They decided to try. The next days were difficult. The sun burned. The work was slow. Many doubted, but Ion worked quietly alongside them, his small hands digging, guiding, never complaining. When he grew tired, he whispered Dicker and continued. Something changed in the village. People began to notice the boy who never gave orders, yet never gave up. Children followed him. Adults listened. The channels grew longer. The water reached the fields. First one patch of green returned. Then another. Within weeks, Baraka breathed again. The wheat stood tall. Animals drank freely. The river slowly recovered. The village was saved not by strength, not by loud voices, but by a small boy with a sincere heart. On the day of Thanksgiving, the entire village gathered. The chief elder called Ion forward. "You saved us," he said. Ion shook his head. "Allah saved us. I only followed." His grandmother watched from a distance, tears shining in her eyes. From that day on, no one ever called Ion too small again. They learned that the greatest change often comes from the quietest hands, the smallest steps, and the purest intentions. Handajan? And he continued waking early, praying softly, and making the same dua. "O Allah, let me be useful. Morah." Never underestimate a small person with a sincere heart. Allah can use even the smallest servant to bring the biggest change.